Introduction. Longevity clinics are health centers that promise to help you live healthier for longer. They offer advanced tests and personalized plans, sometimes costing tens of thousands of dollars a year. Because the cost and variety of treatments can be very high, it is important to compare clinics carefully before choosing one. In this guide, we explain how to evaluate longevity clinics. We cover how to check doctors' qualifications, demand scientific evidence, understand services offered, protect your personal data, and get clear prices. We also give step-by-step tips to collect quotes and a basket of services for comparison. We highlight red flags like misleading marketing, hidden upsells, and no-refund policies. Finally, we provide simple worksheets to help you track offerings, costs, and follow-up obligations for each clinic. By following this guide, you can make an informed, smart choice and avoid scams. Check doctor and staff credentials. Always start by examining the credentials of the people who will treat you. A real medical doctor should have a valid license to practice in your state or country. You can usually verify a doctor's license online via your state medical board or a site like that. Also look for board certification. Board-certified doctors have passed extra exams in a specialty and meet high standards. For example, the American Board of Medical Specialties says, when you choose an ABMS board-certified doctor, you can count on quality care. Many longevity clinics use buzzwords like lifespan optimization expert or sell hormone therapy with no name attached. Instead ask, are you an MD, doctor of medicine, or DO, osteopathic doctor, and what is your board certification? If the clinic's key person is not a licensed MD/DO, or their specialty is unclear, be cautious. Some doctors even take short popular courses in anti-aging medicine or longevity, but no short course can replace formal medical training. Actionable step. Make a list of clinic staff. For each person, ask or look up their medical license and board certifications. If possible, call your local medical board or use an online verifier. Clinics that list their doctors and proudly show credentials are more trustworthy. Demand real scientific evidence. Next, evaluate whether a clinic's tests and treatments are backed by science or just hype. Many trendy health products are promoted with little evidence. A good rule is if it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. Be especially wary of magic-sounding terms like secret formula, scientific breakthrough, or miracle cure. For example, some clinics promise to reverse aging or add decades to your life. Scientists warn that claims like guaranteed 20 extra years or stop aging are not realistic. Ask questions about evidence. Does the clinic provide studies or references for each treatment? Are they published in reputable journals? If a clinic says they use advanced tests like genomic sequencing or body imaging, ask, how do you use the results for my care? Some high-tech tests are still experimental. One expert found that many clinics present biological age tests, like DNA aging markers, as exact scores, even though their accuracy is still debated. Similarly, treatments like stem cell infusions or IV vitamin cocktails are often offered without strong proof of benefit. Ask if the clinic supports these claims with published research or if they are part of clinical trials. Be cautious if a clinic repeatedly says it works for our clients, but shows no scientific data. Testimonials or social media ads can be misleading. In fact, a study of health advice on social media found that many posts about medical tests came from accounts with financial interests and were often misleading. In other words, celebrities or bloggers might hype a test or pill because they get paid. Always focus on peer-reviewed evidence. If in doubt, ask your own doctor or an independent expert to evaluate the clinic's promises. Compare services offered. Look closely at what each clinic actually offers. Longevity clinics call their packages many things: executive health check, wellness week, concierge membership, etc., but you must know what is included. For example, a 2025 review lists typical offerings at top longevity clinics: genomic sequencing, blood tests, full-body MRI scans, heart CT scans, microbiome tests, and counseling on diet, exercise, and supplements. They even offer experimental items like stem cell therapy, hormone shots, or cryotherapy. Make a clear list of services and tests each clinic provides in their base package. Does the price include things like MRI or specialist doctor visits, or are those add-ons? Are there limits on how many lab tests or doctor visits you get? Does the program include a diet and exercise plan, genetic counseling, or just hand you a list of pills? For example, one concierge clinic might include an annual MRI scan and a full review by a physician, while another might only offer a blood test and questionnaire. Actionable step: write down all services in a service basket for each clinic. Note things like annual MRI, genetic report, personal coach, hormone prescriptions. Check if services are done by qualified staff, e.g., radiologists, nutritionists. Avoid vague statements like fully personalized program without details. Also, watch out for extreme upsells. Some programs start with a core list, but then push you to buy expensive add-ons. For instance, a review warned that premium clinics may sell extra treatments, bolt-on reverse aging add-ons, that have no human lifespan extension evidence behind them. This means you might pay thousands extra for therapies of questionable value. Keep your list updated so you can compare the true scope of each program. Protect your data privacy. You will share sensitive health information at a longevity clinic, genetic data, blood test results, lifestyle info. It is vital to know how your data is protected. Ask each clinic for its privacy policy. In the US, any legitimate medical clinic must follow HIPAA rules, a federal law protecting health information. In Europe, clinics must follow GDPR, strict data privacy rules. Clinics that mention these rules in their materials are taking privacy seriously. For example, one European longevity clinic site clearly states, "Your privacy is important to us, and we are committed to protecting and safeguarding your data privacy rights." That is a good sign. Questions to ask. Do you comply with HIPAA or GDPR? Can you explain how you use my data? Will my data ever be sold or shared? How long do you keep my records? A trustworthy clinic will have a written notice explaining how they collect and store your data, and will allow you to see or delete your information if needed. Avoid clinics that have no clear answer. Data privacy is a real issue. Some new wellness programs collect huge amounts of data for research or apps, so ensure it won't be misused. If a clinic won't discuss privacy or doesn't have a clear policy section on their website, treat it as a warning sign. Your medical details should stay confidential. They should not be marketed or shared like a consumer product. Insist on price transparency. Price is a crucial factor. Longevity clinics can be very expensive, and all costs should be clear up front. In the US, even hospitals are now fined if they hide prices. If big healthcare providers must list prices, private clinics should too. Do not sign up if costs feel secretive. Get a written cost breakdown from each clinic. Ask for details like initial exam fee, costs of tests, blood work, scans, etc., program or membership fee, per year or month, monthly follow-up fees, costs of any required supplements or medications. For example, one top concierge program might list $10,000 for initial screening, $5,000 per year membership, plus labs billed separately. Another might quote $20,000 all-inclusive yearly fee. Compare these numbers item by item. Also consider indirect costs, travel, lodging if the clinic is far or abroad, and your time off work for appointments. A good tip is to build a total cost of care basket. Add up the first-year costs for each clinic, initial visit, plus all included tests, plus extra fees. Then do it again for a typical second year. Writing these out shows which clinic is more affordable or what you get for the price. Beware of vague pricing like starting at $10,000 without specifics. Also look for hidden charges. Does the clinic pressure you to buy their vitamin packs or hormone treatments on top? If so, include those in your cost tally. The more transparent a clinic is here, the better. If they refuse to give a clear quote, consider that a red flag. Step by step, gathering quotes and making comparisons. List your options. Write down a few longevity clinics you are interested in. You might find them online, get references from friends, or ask your doctor. Prepare questions. Before calling, make a checklist of what to ask. Key items: doctor credentials, list of services, inclusions and exclusions, cost breakdown, data privacy policy, refund cancellation terms, and any other concerns, e.g., travel requirements. Contact clinics. Call or email each one and ask your questions. Be friendly but firm. For example, could you send me a detailed price sheet and explain exactly what is included in the program? Take notes on their answers. If someone seems evasive or pushy, note that. Good clinics will be willing to explain everything clearly. Record responses in the worksheet. As you get answers, fill in a comparison worksheet, see below, or spreadsheet. Put each clinic's name as a column header and list factors, doctors, tests, cost, etc. as rows. This visual layout helps you see differences at a glance. Compare apples to apples. Make sure you compare similar packages. For example, if Clinic A's quote includes an MRI scan and Clinic B's does not, adding that to your worksheet shows the true value gap. Also compare cancellation policies and follow-up schedules. Check references and reviews. If possible, see if current or former patients can share their experience, online reviews, forums, or personal contacts. Positive success stories should be balanced by independent reports. Real clinics often have patient testimonials, but look for detailed, specific experiences. Stay organized and patient. Don't rush. While saving money is good, remember the purpose: your health. Taking time to compare means you are more likely to pick a quality clinic that really helps, rather than jumping at the first flashy offer. Red flags in marketing claims, upsells, and refund policies. Be on the lookout for warning signs that a clinic might be more about selling than healing. Unrealistic promises are the biggest red flag. For example, any claim to reverse aging or add decades to your life should raise your eyebrows. Experts warn that such grand claims are usually false. Also, watch for prohibitive language like "only available if you sign today," often an upsell tactic. If they hype a secret remedy or use buzzwords like miracle, breakthrough, or cure-all, think twice. A legitimate clinic will not guarantee free of all diseases or push you into a quick decision. Upsells and add-ons. Check what the base price covers and what costs extra. Some programs look affordable at first, but then require you to purchase expensive supplements, special foods, or extra therapies. For example, a membership might cost $200 a month, but insist you also buy a $100 a month vitamin subscription from them. This is common with longevity programs. A recent analysis even noted that many clinics heavily upsell supplements and off-label drugs. Always ask, is this mandatory or an extra choice? If it's extra, how much? Only agree to add-ons that have clear evidence or that you truly need. Refund and cancellation policies. Before paying, make sure you understand the refund rules. Some clinics have strict no-refund policies after a certain date, or no partial refunds at all. This is a red flag if you later decide it's not for you. Ask, if I am unhappy or need to cancel, what cost can I recover? And get it in writing. A few legitimate providers may offer a short trial period, e.g. 30 days, with a full refund if you are not satisfied. Be very cautious if they give no refund guarantee or vague answers. Also watch for long-term contracts. You deserve to know exactly how to stop the program if needed. Too good to be true. Keep in mind the old saying, products that promise rapid fixes without effort should be suspect. Healthier aging usually requires real work, not just buying a package. If an offer sounds like lose weight and look 20 years younger in 1 week, it's a scammy claim. Always give yourself time to research. Legitimate clinics will not pressure you with limited time hype. Remember, health decisions are important ones. A reputable clinic will understand you need to think it over. Worksheets for tracking clinics. To stay organized, use comparison worksheets. You can make a simple table in paper or a spreadsheet. Below are examples of what to track. Worksheet clinic comparison. Create columns for each clinic A, B, C. Category: Clinic A, Clinic B, Clinic C. I, side, dash, doctor, staff. Name, MD, DO, etc. Name, MD, DO, etc. Name, MD, DO. Board certified in X. Board X. Indicate OK or not. Tests included, e.g. blood panel, MRI. List tests, list tests. Therapies included, nutrition, exercise plans. List therapies, list therapies. Initial fee, dollar amount and what it covers. Details, details. Membership fee, dollar amount, year or month. Price, price. Extras required, e.g. supplements needed, yes, no, and cost, yes, no, and cost. Follow-up visits, per year or as needed, and cost, and cost. Refund policy, see details section, details, details. Data protection, e.g. HIPAA, GDPR compliant, yes, no, yes, no. Fill in each blank using the information you collected. For example, list the doctor names and degrees in one row, list included lab tests in another, etc. This makes it easy to scan each clinic's offerings side by side. Worksheet, cost of care. Tabulate all costs into year 1 and year 2 totals. Expense, Clinic A, Clinic B, Clinic C. Dollar indicated OK or not, dollar amount and what it covers. $400, $350, $500. Lab tests first year, $1,000, $800, $1,200. Imaging, MRI, CT, etc., $2,500, $2,000. Membership fees, year 1, $5,000, $4,800, $6,000. Supplements and drugs, $1,200, $1,500, $0. Total year 1, $10,100, $9,450, $10,700. Follow-up visits year 2, $600, $600, $800. Lab tests year 2, $500, $500. Membership fees year 2, $5,000, $4,800, $6,000. Total year 2, $6,100, $5,900, $7,400. Use this kind of table to tally every expected expense from each clinic. Notice if one clinic's year 2 cost is higher because its initial package is cheaper but requires more extras. This helps reveal hidden long-term costs. Worksheet. Follow-up plan for each clinic. Track how they handle your ongoing care. Follow-up schedule. How often do you return or have a check-in? What's included? Are follow-up blood tests or phone calls included, or are they extra? Long-term commitment. Is there a contract, e.g. 1 year? What happens afterward? Results reporting. Will you get a clear report or just a summary? Record these notes plainly, e.g., Clinic A, 3 follow-ups in first year, labs included. After year 1, yearly checkups available. By comparing these worksheets for each clinic, you will get a clear side-by-side view of who offers what, at what price, and under what conditions. This turns a confusing decision into a simple comparison chart, making it easy to pick the best fit. Conclusion. Choosing a longevity clinic is a big decision. These clinics promise advanced ways to extend your healthy years, but they come with high costs and risks. By checking the clinician credentials, demanding real scientific evidence, understanding the full scope of services, and ensuring your data and money are protected, you can spot the good clinics from the bad. Remember to get multiple quotes and use the worksheets above to compare what you would actually get for your investment. Stay alert for red flags like miracle claims or hidden upsells. When in doubt, consult trusted medical professionals for a second opinion. With careful research and the steps above, you can choose a clinic that truly aims to improve your well-being. Making a plan based on facts and real data will help you stay positive and proactive. After all, the most proven ways to a longer, healthier life often come down to time-tested habits. Good diet, exercise, sleep. Not just clinic packages. Use this guide to ensure any longevity clinic you pick is honest about what it offers. Stay curious, stay informed, and you will be empowered to make the best choice for your health. All links to sources are available in the text version of this article. You can find the full article at longevityfit.life.blog. Thanks for listening. For more research-driven guides on fitness, longevity, health span, and healthy aging, visit longevityfit.life. That's longevityfit.life for the full written research and new updates.